Bernard, we're reaching the culmination of Operation Yewtree with the trial of Rolf Harris. Where do you see child sex abuse going now? What needs to happen to prevent more child sex abuse? It's been made, very much put in the limelight with all these celebrity cases. But what needs to happen now?
Well, we've heard over the last year or two about some really terrible cases involving celebrities sexually abusing children. And it's difficult to see any positives in this, but I would like to think that we could try and draw some positives from these cases. And to begin with, I think it's really brought to the attention of the nation this problem of child sexual abuse. And it isn't just celebrities committing it, they're but a drop in the ocean. The NSPCC estimate that something like 11% of children in the United Kingdom will be victims of child sexual abuse. And that just shows really we've got a major problem. And I think these celebrity cases bring that problem to light.
And what would you like to see happen now? It's fine in the one sense bringing people to justice, but how can we prevent it in the first place?
Well, there's two measures I'd like to put most emphasis upon. The first of those is sex education lessons for children across the age range, really. All children throughout the United Kingdom must have high quality, ongoing sex education lessons, because we can't really expect children to be in a position where they can protect themselves from sexual abuse if we haven't taught them proper sex education in the first place.
Does that not happen at the moment?
It does happen, but it's rather sporadic, and Ofsted released a report last year and it said that in 1/3 of schools the sex education lessons weren't adequate and indeed were leaving children vulnerable to abuse, and that was the words of Ofsted. Now, the second measure I'd like to put emphasis upon is upon the socialisation of males, because while some child sex abuse cases are committed by females, the vast majority, something like 95% of cases, are committed by males, both men, but also boys in some instances. And we've got to look at the way in which we're bringing up boys, which leads some of them to believe it's acceptable to abuse either other children or indeed in some instances women.
And is that what you mean by socialisation?
Basically, yes, there is something about the way in which we bring males up which leads only some of them, obviously not the majority, but a minority of males are responsible for carrying out the large bulk of both child sex abuse offences, but also sex offences against women also.
The University of Huddersfield, inspiring tomorrow's professionals.